Hi there guys, I'm Jason. Welcome back to Jason's Pizza Lab. Today I will be carrying on with the processing of the dough in my previous video. On the countertop I have the dough that I started. This is a 1.7 kilo batch which has been in the fridge for 3 days. This dough is looking absolutely fantastic. In the far corner here you can see my thermometer, which I should be able to pick out relatively. Well, okay, I come out with a bit of dough on it. I'll worry about that later. So all I'm going to be doing with this dough today is we'll give it a stretch and a fold just to recompose the dough. I'm going to weigh the dough and then work out the batch size for 6 pizzas. It should be 275 grams per. I'm going to be putting olive oil on my hands to combat how sticky this is. This should have been a 70% hydration dough. If you actually watch back my previous video, one thing I didn't do was when I teared off the weight of the flour, I actually had my spoon in the. Okay, so at this point my microphone battery dies on me, but what I'm describing here is that I left the spoon in the flour when I teared off the scales. So instead of measuring 700 grams into the mix, I in fact only used 625 grams. Net result is instead of a 70% hydration, I'm actually faced here with a 75% hydration. So this dough is incredibly sticky, being 75% hydration. I did actually try to start scraping this out using the dough scraper here, but the square edges were scratching along the plastic quite badly, so it's just much easier to just do this by hand. You can see there's still a fair amount of dough left in the tray. Again, I tried to pick this out with the dough scraper, but it's far easier to actually do it by hand and pull out what I could from the tray. I did leave a little bit left in the tray, which meant that my 1.7 kilo batch was, a few grams lower than it should have been, but not the end of the world. So that aside, I now measure weigh this dough rather on the scales. I think you can see here that even handling it with a scraper, it's still incredibly sticky. So this weighs up at 1.625 kilos. Divide that by 6 and you get 270 gram balls. So the rest of this video is simply me portioning the dough balls up at roughly 270 grams per ball and then popping them in the trays to then go back into the proving oven at 25 degrees C for the next 4 hours. My family are currently at the football in Cardiff and they'll be home by 6 o'clock or 5:30, I think they said. So time is very much against me at the moment to get these dough balls proved in time, ready for our tea. So I'm using copious amounts of olive oil here. You can see in my hands, it looks like the dough ball is coming along quite nicely. However, being incredibly sticky, even with the oil on my hands, it was still sticking quite badly. So although the dough balls don't look very pretty inside the trays as I'm placing them in, I'm confident that the the pizzas I make later this evening will be great. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.